Hey guys, insight number 2. So we're covering restoration of the fullness of the gospel of Jesus Christ, a proclamation to the world. I will learn to say all of that before I get it out. It's from the First Presidency Council of the 12 Apostles, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. So it's from our leaders. This was given in 2020 General Conference, April 5th actually. So part 2 of this covers paragraphs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It gives the background of the church specifically. So the restoration basically began with an answer to a prayer. Jesus answers prayers still. The restoration was an answer to a prayer. How's that, you say? Well, Joseph Smith prayed. Prayed to know what to do, then was directed what to do, so went and did that and had the first vision. And it talks about that. 200 years ago, on a beautiful spring morning, 1820, Joseph Smith, seeking to know what church to join, went to pray, and it's very easy to read, went to pray near his home in upstate New York. He had questions regarding the salvation of his soul and trusted that God would direct him. And we, in humility, we declare that to an answer to his prayer, God the Father and his Son, Jesus Christ, appeared to Joseph and inaugurated the restitution of all things as foretold in the Bible. In this vision, he learned a lot of things, but, in the whole experience, he learned a whole lot of things. It later talks in there, down the next paragraph, about John the Baptist restoring the authority to baptize by immersion. And 3 of the original 12 apostles, Peter, James, and John, restored the apostleship of keys of priesthood authority. Others came as well, including Elijah, who restored the authority to join families together. And then Joseph Smith was able to, with help of the Urim and Thummim and Moroni, and that be able to translate the Book of Mormon, another testament of Jesus Christ, about the people on the Western Hemisphere, especially Nephi 3, where it talks about after his resurrection and what happened there and his appearance there. The Book of Mormon testifies that all human beings are sons and daughters of a loving Father in heaven. He has a divine plan for our lives, and his Son Jesus Christ speaks today as well as in days of old. So the restoration began with an answer to a question, and it still happens that way today. So how could this proclamation be an answer about the gospel of Jesus Christ to you or to others you know? Maybe they're wondering about it and thinking, maybe that church doesn't exist, or I've heard about that church, but I've got misconceptions about it. This clears up very specifically, like the Articles of Faith did back in the day and still stand, exactly what we believe in. We believe in Jesus Christ. We don't worship Mormon. We love the guy, he's awesome, but we don't worship him. We worship Heavenly Father and Jesus Christ, and we believe that they're 3 separate beings. It's very clearly put there. So it's a good proclamation to the world, a good announcement to the world about how this can be an answer to your questions and how you find answers to your questions. Pray about them, follow the direction, and you'll get those answers. And what about the salvation of mankind? What about Jesus himself? Where's the answers in here? There's answers in here. They can be your answers, or they might help someone else who's been asking, and you're like, oh, I know what I can give them. I can give them this restoration of the fullness of gospel of Jesus Christ, and talk to them about it. If you feel inspired, I would say if you were going to give away a Book of Mormon, this should be in it. Even, just one of those blue Book of Mormons, this is a document that should be included in it. It's very important. It does teach many, many things. So think about that. The restoration began with an answer to a question. Began with a prayer and an answer. It doesn't sound very complicated, does it? And that's still how we get restoration happening today. Restoration of ourselves, restoration of things of the gospel that are still happening. Continual revelation still happens through an answer to a prayer. So, good way to think about it. And what's been some of yours lately? Right? Directions in your life, directions what to do, how to feel, how to get over something, or how to move through something, how to sit with something. We've all got stuff. So if you want answers, pray, answers will come. That's The restoration of you, restoration of the church, restoration of everything. That's how it works. All right. Hang around. I'll see you on insight number 3.